Hi, it's Carla here, and today Erin and I are going to take you through a special class using the Ped-a-Pull, the wundachair, and some slings. Now, before you freak out and you go, I don't have a Ped-a-Pull, go, okay, if you don't have a Ped-a-Pull, use a fuse ladder or the end of your tower, or if you have some sort of cable machine, you might be able to use this. Can't really do it without a wonder chair though. There are some parts you can. What I've done is I'm going to use my hand straps here for Erin with long yellow springs. So not your traditional Ped-a-Pull springs. And I'm going to use my red caddy springs, so my short red. And I have attached this to my Ped-a-Pull just above the bar using a cuff, and Elements do these fantastic things called cuff for bars. So what you'll find is that you can attach that there. Now I've got two red attached and a yellow short attached for a sneaky little thing later. And I've got a sling. And you're like going, what else can she bring into play? Guarantee you there will be some more. So what I'm going to do today is Erin and I are going to do a class. It's about 30 minutes, which are basically the wundachair and the Ped-a-Pull and sling. And then I'm going to record to you a separate 10-15 minute class using a long box. So you could make it one whole class, or you could make it two different segments to a class. Okay. So the idea behind this is I use this particularly for my older clients who I need to do work for postural strengthening, but it's still pretty awesome for strong, healthy clients because it can give you a different feeling. So set up your wonder chair and you're going to have it on, I have it on 2 on 1, so the 2 on the bottom. You might want to build it up to something heavier, but I'll let you work that out as you play with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my wide spring, 2 red. So Erin, I'm going to put that there. Now you might need to sneak that wonder chair back just a little bit. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do, Erin, is we're just going to sneak the camera around a little bit for you to see a little bit more of Erin. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put this, see how she's got it here at the top of her pants? My starting point is I'm going to get her to put that just on the sacrum, okay? So the idea is she's going to use this as a bit of a feedback loop. So she's going to just roll back. Yeah, nice, Erin. Have you done this before?
Once or twice.
And then come back up. Good. So the idea here is she's just going to roll back on her sits bones. She's pressing her hands into the edge of the chair, back and up. So we're just going to get that nice little rock. Sometimes you would do this seated or lying down on your mat, but as you can see, you can get a different sensation, and it's kind of nice for your pregnant clients as well. Okay, good. You enjoying that?
Oh yeah.
That must end then. So she's really getting that sensation of rocking from her sits bones. Now, Erin's got really long legs. So if you can just put your foot there. If your client's legs are just a bit shorter, I would just put a little box there just to start with for a yoga block. We will eventually put the feet on the pedal, but for now, we're just going to start. We'll limit the amount of feedback. So now you're going to feel like you slide your heels back into the edge of the chair. So you get that nice heel glide, helps you get the hamstring working. So you're going to now curl back a little bit more and drop your eye line down just a little bit. Yeah, good. So you can see she's got that lovely C curve is now starting to go into more of a seated chest lift. Helps you get the sternum back and forward. So as you do this, really feel like you press into the heel of your hands and start to roll into your thumbs, just that little bit, and back. You're just going to do about 5 to 6 for this. You can add more should you require. Nice, Erin. Final one. Lovely. So now, Erin, we're just going to warm you up by getting you to do a sachet. So those of you who don't know what a sachet is, just think it's a pelvic slide. So one femur is going to slide out and allow the other femur to slide in. Good. So you want to keep a bit more tension on the spring. So you go into your little C curve, that little, yeah, nice. Can you feel the difference? And then back. So you get this beautiful sense of the lengthening through the psoas here and pushing out. So get that heel glide as the leg pulls back. Feels, yeah, good. And then push it out. So this way you're getting both hamstring activating as the leg pulls back and the psoas lengthening on the opposite side. Nice. Feel that? So now, keeping it simple, slowly layering your calves. You're now going to curl back, do your sachet, take your arms back, just on the back of your chair, elbows just pressing out just that little bit. And this time as you sachet, you're going to roll round, curl back, press down into the heel of the hand, especially the one where you're sliding back to. So as she's going back, press down into that heel of the hand, lift your heart up, spiral around your humeral head and look over your shoulder. Nice work. Start to spiral, sachet back, curl back, roll back, press into the heel of the hand, curl back, roll the shoulder up, bring the scapula forward. Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now we're starting on this there because the focus really is on getting the movement coming from the sacrum and the lumbar spine. In a moment, we're going to change the position of the sling to help you get more movement in the thoracic spine. But I don't want you to rush the awareness. Don't forget to get your pressure into your feet. Feel how one heel slides back and press into the toes of the opposite side. Nice work. How's that feeling?
It's getting better. Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yes. I just heard a click. Lovely. You charge extra for that. Now what we're going to do is take your sling and put that mid-thoracic. So really, if you're not sure, I like to say the top of the sling is going to be sitting just around where your bra clip would be. Okay, can you feel that? So this time you're now going to curl back, still from that sacrum. So you've just had that understanding of how to achieve C curve, starting from the, yes, lovely. Feel that? So your idea here is you're going to get that beautiful rock, the softening of your sternum, the opening of the back, and slide at the front. So in other words, you're starting to understand how to achieve a chest lift. Nice work. One more. This time really have that sensation. Roll back, just stay there now. And just allow yourself to come forward and lift your heart up now. So we're going to come into a seated cat-cow. And back. Good. And you can see Erin's pressing the edge of her hands into the edge of the chair. Press in. Create that opposition. Feel that as you're pulling yourself forward, your elbows slightly rolling in. Your humeral head is spinning out, allowing your sternum to lift up. Then curl from the back. Get your sacrum rolling back. Allow your sternum to roll back in rhythm. Rolling forward, lift, lift, lift. Push into your hands if you can. Grow taller, create opposition. And back. Yes, you have to breathe, but for now, just work through what it is and play with the breath that works for you. Yeah, good. What I'm going to suggest you do for your breath is as you come forward, as you inhale, going into your extension, go to your full capacity of your inhale. Then let your breath go and allow your body to recoil back into flexion. This might be different breathing for other exercises, but for the focus of today, we're seeking to open through the thoracic spine and the upper diaphragm. How does that feel, Erin?
Yeah, nice.
And one more. So if you're working with a pregnant client, this is a lovely way to help them just get that nice openness in the back. If you're working with an older client who is having issues with dynamic stability, this is a really nice way just to help them feel comfortable with sitting up. Now, before we move to legs and arm connection, I'm going to get you to go from your C-curve connection. We're going to go to flat back. So, pressing your arms back down, press your feet into the floor. Allow your body to lengthen up and start to hinge back at your hips. Nice work. Now, lovely. Just come back in. So allow the spring to lose its tension as you come forward. So you're bringing the focus into the hinge back. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Take the time. Now you're going, well, why don't I just do this without the spring? The spring gives you that feedback. It allows you to get a nice isometric connection to support and activate the muscles, particularly in the back extensors. And when you have clients who haven't got that good postural control, whether it because of injury or because of aging, neurological issues, this is a really nice way to support them and get your core working. Yeah. So just take your time breathing. You don't have to rush this exercise, but just like you're doing if you were doing this series on a high barrel or on your long box, you're going to do your C curve, your flat back, and guess what we get to do next? We get to do our rotation. So, Erin, what I'm going to get you to do is put one hand on the front and one hand on the back of the chair. The back hand, palm is going to be facing backwards. So turn your hand around. Nice. So you're going to do the sachet. As you go back, you're going to bend this elbow, spiral round. Feel your sachet, feel this leg. Yeah, lovely. Get this sense, the most amount of space between the front knee and the back shoulder. And come back in. Resist the spring this time on the return. Feel your lengthening out, creating the opposition across the oblique. I know the oblique's only in the torso, but I'd like you to think it comes from your shoulder to the inside part of your knee. And if you can, press into the big toe as you press out and back, and lean back as far as you can. And back. Nice work. Can you feel how your breath is starting to get better control? Let's changing sides. Let's go to the other side. Press into your front foot. When I say that, push your foot away. Lengthen, sachet that leg. Allow yourself to go back. And you can see at this stage we're really keeping it kind of flat back and rotation. Nice. Get that sense. Feel that elbow rolls round. One more time. Nice work. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's nice on the shoulders.
Nice on the shoulders.
Yeah.
It's deceptive, isn't it? And you realise the oblique to the neck is a big thing. So this time, Erin, we're going to go back to that first position. One hand forward, one hand back. But instead of going back in a flat position, I'm going to get you to remember to come into your slight C curve and then sachet and rotate round to this back shoulder. Yes, get that C curve. Now here, you're going to come into your extension. Lovely. And come forward. Is that okay? So you're coming into a C curve. Leaning back, spiral round, and allow yourself to get the extension up and over that band. And round. And one more time. Nice. Yeah. Beautiful work. Changing sides. Palm facing backwards. Front palm pressing in. You C curve. Roll back into your sits bones. There's a reason we started with the C curve at the beginning. Feel yourself rolling round. Oh, snake-like. And back. C curve. Spiral from your arms. Press in. Lift up. And back. And forward. One more time. C curve. Lifting up. And back. Nice work. Now coming forward. How's that feel?
Yeah, good.
So stop, check in. It's actually a lot harder than you think. And the spring and the sling provides support, but at the same time it allows you to push yourself further than you normally would. You can feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is add legs. Now you can later on add some arm work to this beginning series, but I'm going to add the leg version, and then you can see what I've done with the leg version and then choose to bring arms in a little bit earlier. So Erin, can you put your feet on the pedals? I'm going to just start with your heels. Can you feel that? Yeah. So, same thing, but this time, as you bring your knees up, you think you're going to be in a fetal position. C curve into that. Yes, nice. Then, inhale, press your feet down, lift your chest up, and you can feel it. You want to roll your arms out, don't you? You want to open through the pec. Roll in. C curve back. Good. And back. And it really gives clients a way of understanding that a C curve is that lumbar spine area. The sling provides that feedback or block so that you're not just moving from that spot. Can you feel that, Erin? Yeah. Back. So again, you might just teach this segment, okay? You don't have to teach the whole flow, but I kind of like the whole flow with a class. Okay, let's put your toes on the bars. So from a process, if you're doing this from scratch, I would try and find 10. So be doing 10 while I talk in between. So press your feet down, and this time as you press your feet down, go back flat. Yes, nice. Then come back up and straight. Hinge back, 10. Back. You can see Erin's really helping herself by holding hands into the edge of the wundachair. Okay? Now, how's that feel?
It's hard.
It's okay. We're here for hard. We're not here for cuddles. Even if someone's broken, they're not here. It's not going to help them by being weak, by giving them to easier things. The modifications to allow them to achieve the intensity that you would feel without the modifications. Okay? Ladylike legs, okay? Not sticking out. I want you to get the sense the legs, the knees are staying over your toes. And back. Okay? Erin, what I'm going to get you to do now, we're going to give yourself a break for a moment. Put your hands in the roll. Okay? Now, I like this option because what I want you to do is I want you to be able to bring yourself hands down. Nice connection. Press into your pinky fingers just that little bit. Press your legs down and hinge back. Nice work. And forward. So what I'd like you to do is feel like you're pressing down, have that little bit of tension in your springs. Press into your pinky finger and hinge right back. Nice work. And up. Just a few more like that, Erin. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to move this so that people can see how you've got your springs there. Nice. And now we're just going to come back. Going to just hinge back and forward. You right?
Yeah.
Now, I have a split pedal here. You don't have to use a split pedal, but for this, I think it's going to help you. Erin, I'm going to get you to bring this elbow back, rolling into your hands. And there, so it's like you're doing a bow and arrow. Okay, nice work. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
You're going to bring a little bit of tension in the spring, so it's the ribs that are sliding back, and you'll feel the movements coming from the rib and the torso. Now this time, Erin, as you do this, I want you to allow yourself to sashay and allow one leg to come up. Yeah, nice. Can you feel? So when you do this, palm comes up to the ceiling. So you're spiraling the arm as you go through. So spiral, spin that humeral head, pull back. And if you can, you're going to look over your shoulder. That's it. 2 more. So a nice combination is you might start to bring this in for 10 reps. And forward. And back. Nice work, Erin. Forward. And back. Lovely. Come back up. How's that feel?
Yeah, good. Really nice.
There's kind of loosening. You understand.
Yeah, my ribs.
Ribs are mobile.
Yeah. Mm.
You also understand that the work is now coming from your torso.
Yeah.
It's not coming from your arms.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I keep saying to people, you need to understand that it's about your torso, not your arms. They have to be able to do the work. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is curl. You're going to do your C curve now. And what we're going to do is do your C curve. Bring your hands in like you're doing your rowing. Yeah, good. Feel that? Go into your C curve. Feel your arms go into your rowing position. Knees are coming up. If I was lying on a long box, I think I'd be preparing myself for backstroke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, coming up, see if you can push your arms out and in. Ta-da! And curl back. Good. So you're getting that beautiful length and opening as you push your arms out, press down with the legs. And there. And if you find that you're losing too much in your spring, you're losing tension, go back further. Is that okay? You want as much tension in the spring, front, forward and back. The consistency. 1 more. Nice work. How's that feel? And good. And what I'm going to get you to do now, Erin, is I'm going to get you to just come out of there. And if you at home, you want to come out for a moment and just have a little. You feel kind of weird, I understand, but I want you just to step up and check in on your rib cage, okay? The idea is that I want you to become very much aware of what is happening with your ribs and how your ribs are moving a little bit better. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move the chair away from the Ped-a-Pull a little bit. So I'm just going to bring it back. I've still got the same setup on the Ped-a-Pull. So now, Erin, I'm going to get you just to put this around your hips, please. Because with pleasure. Okay. So I might need to take this further. You might need. You're so tall. Okay. Nice. So you'll see I have it around the hips. Okay. And I'm not changing anything on the height of the chair or the height of the springs. Erin, what I'm going to get you to do is, first of all, before you even start curling down, I just want you to hinge forward. Yeah, nice. And back. I always feel like I'm, just on a bungee cord, just hinging back and forward. And this is a really nice way to get people to feel, if you want, you can bring their arms onto the chair and then you let yourself recoil back. How does that feel?
Very good.
So the idea here is that you're getting the sense of how to feel comfortable with falling. Yeah, beautiful. Nice work, Erin. How does that feel?
Yeah, good fun.
Oh, she said fun. We have to end that work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it around just a little bit more so you can still see Erin is still set up with the same spring setting. And you can just see that she's able to get that nice sense of plank now. Good work, Erin. Now, you've had that fun. I'd like you to keep that spring setting on, and what you're going to do is just come into your washerwoman. Now, I feel that you need a little bit more tension on those springs. Take your chair out just a little bit more. Okay, good. And what we're going to do is you're just going to roll down, get that flexion. And you want the springs to have the tension to make people feel aware of they're not falling, sticking their bottom back. So Erin, can you just show them what people often do? Bottom back, and you're coming way back on the heel. So you actually lose that connection. I love this as a way to teach people how to press into the legs. So you're coming forward to activate the front of your body. Yeah, nice. Feel that? This is a fantastic way to get people to understand how to lift up off the hips to connect into the psoas. Beautiful way, not only for the Ped-a-Pull wonder chair, but it's a nice way to train someone to even understand how to do your elephant properly. So nothing makes somebody unhappier than a bad elephant, okay? Erin, beautiful work. How does that feel?
I can feel my abs.
Oh, your abs!
This feels like an elephant, Carla.
That's good. Now what I'd like you to do is, if you can, I want you to roll back down, go into your gorgeous washerwoman. See if you can put your head on top of the wonder chair, it's on top of the seat. Feel like you're rolling your head on top of the seat. Get that nice, yeah, good. Get that nice neck connection. If this is too much for your neck, please do not go there. Now, what I want you to do, Erin, from there is start to slide your head forward. So you're going to go into a wave. Keep your arms still. So slide your head forward along the chair and slide it along. Coming up, bring your head further forward. And we're coming into our cat-cow or art wave. Beautiful. Nice work. Feel that gorgeous extension. Coming back up and curl. And now you're going to roll back, slide along, and curl. Get that nice sense of lift. Yeah, beautiful. And two more like that. Are you enjoying that?
I am.
If you want, you can play with set of ideas of coming into the toes, into the heels. But for now, I'm just giving you ideas so that you can explore that little bit more delight. Good work. And then come back up, roll up, and articulate all the way up. Yeah, nice. Feel that okay? So I'm going to get you to turn around now, and what I want you to do is just put this underneath your tush. Okay? So for some people, this might feel a bit scary. If they feel a bit overwhelmed by this, I put a foam roller in front or a stick for you to hold on to. So your first one is just going to be, you're just going to push back and just take your bottom back. Yeah, good work. How's that feel?
Good.
And then slowly come back up. You're going to do about 5 more like that. Pushing back. Really feel that your femurs are dropping back into your hips. And down.
Having too much fun up there.
And back. And down. Now if you can, I'm going to put the stick in the wundachair just to give you that a little bit more stability. But if you're wanting to add a bit more challenge to somebody, particularly a pelvic floor challenge, leave the stick out. You're going to go back into your squat or your plie, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to get you to stick your bottom just on the wundachair. Yeah, good. Feel that?
Yeah.
And then you're going to go all the way down, as deep a squat as you can. Now, I'm not saying your clients with their knees are all going to get into this, but remember, our job is we might need to modify, but we're trying to modify to still get people to a better outcome. Good work. How's that feel?
Good.
And up. Just 2 more. Just go back down and up. When you're ready,
Woo!
to standing,
10 points.
and you're done.
Woo! That was great.
Now, I'm going to add a bit more to this series. I'll share this class first, and then we're going to add a bit more to it. Thank you, and enjoy.